Am I the stupid one? Or are you too stupid to do what I fucking told you? When I told you, exterminate the fucking Amalekite. In fact, you know what, King Saul? Step into my office, because you're fucking fired. Hey, who's that pretty boy over there? David. Hey, David, you're king now. You need to plant a seed of Jesus. Is
that how you do it? Like this?
Click subscribe. Welcome to the Two Gaming Dudes, because we are going to the first book of Samuel.
First book of Samuel.
Here is one, Charles, that I guarantee you have not heard. This is a great Bible story.
There's so much I've not heard, so yeah.
This is the Battle of Jericho behind us, because we just needed some dumb bullshit. So, remember when the Jews left Egypt? They were enslaved in Egypt, and they escaped.
I saw Prince of Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good.
God was like, hey, Pharaoh, I'll kick your ass if you don't let my slaves go. And he let them go.
Sure.
Well, as they were leaving Egypt, they were attacked by the Amalekites, who were another wandering tribe.
So they got away, and they got attacked again?
Well, because they were wandering through the desert for 40 years.
Okay.
Even though, mind you, archaeology, Hebrew archaeologists, theologists, everybody agreed that never happened. The Jews were never enslaved in Egypt.
Okay.
The Egyptians had advanced civilization. They kept records of who was working for them and who built the pyramids. It wasn't Jewish slaves.
Wow. Okay.
So it never happened.
That's funny that Egypt showed up and you're like, no, we've got receipts.
So as they were escaping, they were attacked by a nomadic tribe with the Amalekites, and they killed some of them and stole a bunch of their shit.
Okay.
And that was it. Okay. And they wander through the desert for 40 years, and then they eventually settle and form the kingdom of Israel and all that shit, and the Amalekites did whatever. Okay. And then one day God decides, he's talking through Samuel, the prophet Samuel. He's like, hey, go down to the Israelites there and tell them Saul over there, he's now King Saul.
Oh.
Saul, you're the king now. Hey, thanks. Here's what I want from you, Saul. I'm really pissed off about those Amalekites. I want you to go exterminate those Amalekites.
This is a common theme I'm noticing.
So the Amalekites, that wandering tribe, yeah, because they jumped the Israelis, or the Israelites as they were coming out of Egypt. And Saul's like, but that was like 200 years ago. I don't care. I'm pissed off.
Like, fuck them anyway.
You go exterminate those Amalekites, I said. King Saul. So Saul's like, you got it, man. I got it. So Saul grabs 200,000 troops and marches to Amalek, and they start invading, and they're slashing and hacking, and they're destroying and burning and pillaging, and they kick the shit out of them. They really do. And in the end, it's like King Agag is there, and like a handful of women and children survivors. And King Saul is like, yeah, what do you think of that? And Agag is like, what are you doing, man? He's like, this is revenge for when you jumped the Israelites. And the king's like, that was like 200 years ago.
And we only lived for like 40 years at this time, so...
Nobody here even had grandparents that were alive back then. What are you fucking... Like, well, this is what the Lord commanded of us, so fuck you. Now your kingdom is destroyed, bitch. Oh, by the way, I'm taking your 10 best calves. And you're like, he steals the king's best livestock. He's like, I'm going to burn these animals alive as a sacrifice to the Lord. Now you go fucking live in the desert for 40 years, bitch.
He's got to be like, all right, how much of that did the Lord tell you, and how much of that are you just adding on? I feel like you've embellished a bit.
Fair question, because he goes back, and Saul and God are looking.
Having a beer together,
like,
as they do.
King Saul, how did Samuel is there too? How did it go? You guys all came back, so I'm imagining it went good.
Oh yeah, we kicked their ass.
And King Saul, he's like, dude, we beat the shit out of him. Oh my god, it was dude. We beat the shit out of him. It was great. All right, how did it end? Oh, in the end, there's King Agag, and he's got like a handful of women and children. And legit, I even stole his prize cows. They were going to be like blue ribbon cows. I'm going to burn them as an offering.
As offering to you, dude.
And then God's like, huh, okay. Gosh, I guess I must be stupid or something. Or you must think I'm stupid. Because what do you mean, God, you're God? How could you be stupid? Well, it's fucked up. Because I could have sworn I told you to exterminate the Amalekites. And I hear sheep bleating over here and cows mooing. And the king and a handful of women and children are still alive. And I could have sworn I told you to exterminate them. And you didn't, so I must be stupid, right? Am I the stupid one here, King Saul? Am I the stupid one? Or are you too stupid to do what I fucking told you? When I told you, exterminate the fucking Amalekite. In fact, you know what, King Saul? step into my office because you're fucking fired. Hey, who's that pretty boy over there? David. Hey, David, you're king now. And Saul's like, wait, Lord, I only left them alive so that you could like torture them and live in the desert like they did for. And those 10 cows that I stole, I was gonna burn them alive because I know the scent of burnt offerings is pleasing to the Lord. And God's like, what do you think is more pleasing? Smelling some delicious barbecue or you doing what you're fucking told?
Sorry. Sad.
King David, go exterminate the fucking Amalekites. You got it, boss. All of them.
On it.
All of them. Kill the women. Kill the children. Kill the animals. Kill the fucking crops. Put the infants to the sword.
Wow.
You got it, boss. Out goes King David. Finishes the job. And that's where you get the famous King David. That is the story of Samuel, First Samuel and the Amalekites, and the loving, caring source of all morality in the universe, God, who demanded to put the infants to the sword.
Wow.
The end.
Brilliant. What a lovely story that was. That's not going to leave me awake every night with nightmares. What version of the Bible is this in? All of them?
Pick one. I use the New King James.
Okay, so we're talking about a recent one.
The NIV is fine. Well, no, it's not recent. It's hundreds of years old. But, well, you know why we got another Bible version in the 1600s, right? Because King Henry wanted to get divorced. And the church said, you can't get divorced. It's illegal.
It's right here in the freaking Bible.
Hey, write me another Bible and scratch out the divorce bullshit part. You got it. Doesn't say it in the Bible. No, I can totally get divorced and get a new hot young wife. So fuck you, church. It's so stupid.
That's awesome. And there just hasn't been anybody to rewrite it since?
Oh, there are dozens of versions. Dozens.
I'm curious now, which version of the Bible is like the most peace-loving? I'm so curious. You got to send us a link or something. I'm really curious to know if like there's a version of the Bible that's been cut down to like the Dr. Seuss level of incompetency and just like
the closest thing. Believe it or not, for a long time they were printing something called the Slave's Bible. The Slave's Bible was the Bible you would give to your slaves.
Oh.
Where it was big on slaves obey your masters,
right,
and very, very little about freedom, and it was basically edited just for the slaves to stay obedient. So that was like the most heavily edited version. Yeah.
What would it be like if we were like, if we wrote our own version?
I mean, we
cut out all the bullshit and we made a version of the Bible that actually might make more sense.
I don't know if it was Thomas Jefferson, maybe Ben Franklin. One of them tried that.
Really?
One of the founding fathers wrote a Bible that kept the good morality, love each other, turn the other cheek, all that stuff, kept all that, and eliminated all the evil shit, which is most of the Old Testament,
right,
and some of the New Testament and the Revelations and all that bullshit. It was a pamphlet. There wasn't much to it, and nobody bought into it. Like, you just edited the thing. Like, everybody edits the fucking thing.
Right.
So somebody tried to do that.
You know why it failed?
Because it's stupid.
Because you're not scaring people anymore. Yeah. And if you're not afraid of it,
you're right.
You won't follow it.
Yeah.
You have to have that fear in there that God's going to come down and smite your ass if you do something wrong.
The Book of Samuel. This is very different from what he told Moses. He told Moses, it was the Ammonites.
Right.
Slaughter the Ammonites, kill the women and the men, but the young virgins you can keep for yourself. Gospel, that's what's in there.
Brilliant.
Keep the young virgins. I wonder what they had in mind for them.
I wonder.
So, please, if you are a Christian, don't have the fucking audacity to come and ask me where my morality comes from. My secular humanist morality is orders of magnitude above your fucking Bronze Age ridiculous book. But if you think I'm wrong, please, open invite, come on the show and prove us that we're wrong. We're going to have a nice new studio here.
Yeah, we're setting up for podcasts, so
you call in and tell us why we're wrong.
I would love that.
I'll
Leave
give
a
you
comment.
$1 trillion if you can show me why.
We don't have that, but you know.
Don't worry.
But then again, neither do you. Fantastic. Well, you know what to do. You got to like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new.
Do all that shit.
We got a lot of great stuff on the way, so we're really excited about it.
It's going to be some fun times coming up.
All right. We will catch you in another episode.
Deuces, everybody.
Later.